All right, so we can then use this to get our preliminary forecast, right? We're just going to put here sales times 1 plus the growth rate. Okay, and our expenses are going to be a percentage of the sales, so it's going to equal 85% times the forecasted sales. Okay. And our depreciation and amortization is going to be a percentage of the forecasted fixed assets, it says. Okay, well, all right, we haven't forecasted the fixed asset yet, have we? We can't put that number in until we get these down here. So once again, our 2024 input ratios are going to be, we're holding them equal to the historical ratios, right? So we can go ahead and do the preliminary forecast on these. So these are percentage of forecasted sales, so equals the 4%. Wait a minute, let's get that right. 1 plus the 4%.
You did times.
I did. Okay. Times our forecasted sales. All right, should be able to copy these two down. Whoa, those numbers aren't right. Oh, that's not 1 plus. It's not supposed to be 1 plus. Erase my equal sign, you don't want to do that. Okay, those numbers look better, right?
Can you show the formula for that again?
Yeah. That's equal to E70, which is the projected sales, times this 4%. Okay. And the same thing on the next two. That number's just going to be the sum. Okay, our fixed assets are percentage of forecasted sales, so that's going to be equal to E70 times the 80%. Whoops. That was the wrong number. I did. That's H51. Why did I think E70? Okay, that looks like a good number.
Wait, that's 80% of what?
That's 80%
Oh,
of forecasted sales. Okay, so the good news is, guys, it gives you hints on most of these. That helps a lot. Okay. So our total assets then is going to be equal to our current assets plus our fixed assets. So if we take a quick look at that number, okay, with this increase in sales, we end up with pretty substantial increase in total assets, don't we? Which means we're likely to need some additional financing because once again, that first term is likely to go up more than the others unless you have exceptional profitability. All right, so accounts payable is equal to projected sales times our percentage. Okay. The same is true for our accruals because we would expect both of those to go up. All right, so our line of credit is going to be 0. Okay, just put in a 0. So our total current liabilities is equal to this plus this. Yeah.
On the second one, the accruals, you didn't have the H51 sign, and so. I think
Oh,
we got
gave
it
me the
different.
wrong number, okay. Okay, that makes a little difference, doesn't it? Okay, good catch. Give me an idea how hard it is to do this in front of an audience.
It ends, it's just like a percent close.
This would be the, what, this would be, I mean, this is the end of my
G61.
That's that like yellow box out to the side.
We don't have that for
Okay, that's our growth rate. So that's going to be 8%. Okay, good question. Okay, so our long-term debt is equal to the previous amount of long-term debt. Okay, so we just carry that over. Okay, then our total liabilities, current liabilities plus long-term debt. Okay, our common stock is equal to the previous number. Okay, so our retained earnings are gonna be equal to the previous plus the addition to retained earnings. But we don't have the addition to retained earnings yet. Okay, why? Because we got to here and we needed the forecasted fixed assets. So we stopped and went down and got it. So we need to come back to here now. All right, so this is gonna be equal to 4% times our forecasted fixed assets, which is here. All right, and that number looks about right. It's a little bigger than the previous year, so sales go up, you expect that to go up, so that looks pretty good. So our earnings before interest and taxes are going to be equal to our sales minus our expenses minus our depreciation and amortization. All right, now does that number look right? Yeah, we expect it to be a little higher since sales are going up than the previous year.